Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to the Optimistic Survival Series. There are three main things I would like to accomplish today, so we are going to jump right into it. If you recall from the end of the last episode, I said that I would do some off-camera branch mining, and I actually went on a hot streak and got ourselves a good amount of diamonds here, 14 of them. I thought about continuing on, but then I realized two things. Number one, I only have Fortune 2 on the diamond pickaxe, so I want to save any more that I find for Fortune 3. The other thing I realized is we really don't need more than a few of those diamonds right now, being that we only need to make a helmet, an axe, and a hoe and a shovel and a jukebox. I said I wanted to make that as well. So we are just going to grab some wood here. I actually use this jungle wood for all of my general wood needs because that actually can produce the most wood per tree. So that is actually our easiest wood to get. Plus, unlike the big spruce trees, it doesn't generate a bunch of dirt around it with the podzol that we get from the spruce, so it doesn't impact our environment. But in here, actually we need a few more for the jukebox. We will need 8 in total, and then I actually have some sticks up here already. We will throw everything in here, starting with the shovel, the diamond hoe, the jukebox we can do, and the last item is our helmet. And of course, just like our tools from the last episode, I want to get mending on all of these things right away. But first, we will head down to our enchantment room and see what kind of enchantments we are getting from the table. And of course, the big ones I will take on the shovel and hoe are efficiency and unbreaking if those do come available to us. Not fortune on the shovel. Of course, I would take silk touch, especially on the hoe actually, but it looks like we're not really getting anything great out of that. So let's see what our helmet is giving us. Maybe that will be a little better. Unbreaking. You know, the helmet I like to be a little more customized. I don't want to risk getting something other than protection on that, so we're going to hold off on that as well. And we may just refresh the cycle with a quick trade on this iron shovel and see what else we get. Efficiency 4 and efficiency 4. Is it giving me the same enchantments for each? Yeah, it looks like it is. So I'm going to get up to level 30 and we will see what we can get on there. So I decided to return to the nether, do some more nether quartz mining to get our levels up. So we are up to 34 now. I wanted to get a few extras just so that we could maybe get some more enchantments going on the other materials as well. So while I'm up here, I'm going to go into the village, get some more mending books so we can take those down and throw mending on these tools and helmet as well, and then we should be good to go. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all of this quartz yet. Maybe I will build the Boeing 777 or something like that. And actually, before we head back to the village, I am going to make a fletching table so that we can get a Fletcher in the village, and I'm going to harvest the bamboo as well so we can trade those sticks for emeralds. It will be much easier than working with our crops and doing it that way. Same with the paper as well. And it looks like a wandering trader has shown up. I don't think there's anything he's offering that we need though. And yes, I am on cooked mutton now. I know I said I didn't want to be eating it, but I had a large supply, so we might as well use it. Plus, I was out of everything else and didn't feel like breeding the pigs or cows. And now it's raining and nighttime. So, yeah, a whole lot of stuff going on. Let's find a lucky villager who wants to be a Fletcher. Here we are. I'm just going to place this out here in the field. Nothing special. And let's get going right away with these sticks. It looks like our mending book is on sale for 13 emeralds, so we'll be able to save on that, which will be nice. Alright, so we've got plenty of levels, plenty of mending books. I even have some extra emeralds left over from that Fletcher. Let's go ahead and see what we get. I'm really only going to take the helmet if it does have protection 4 on it. I just don't want to risk it with Unbreaking 3. I don't think that would be a great idea. So let's go ahead and start with shovel or hoe. It's efficiency 4 on one of them guaranteed. The other we could also end up with efficiency 4. This is tough. It really is, but I think I'm going to go with the hoe. It's a little more useful for what I like to do. Unbreaking 3, not bad. Which is really gather leaves and that kind of stuff. So once I get Silk Touch on there, that'll be great to have. Fire Protection 3, we are gonna avoid that for now. And it looks like Efficiency 3 here, maybe Unbreaking 3. Let's test our luck with Unbreaking 3 and see what we get. Just Unbreaking 3, that's okay. And the helmet, we do have some levels left over. I suppose, why not? We can always disenchant it. Unbreaking 3, that will do for now. That's actually a great start because we can throw Protection 4 on there, Respiration 3, and Mending as well, which we should go ahead and do right now. So let's get everything in here. You know, this diamond shovel, I'm not really liking that. Let's take Unbreaking off of that and put it back through Efficiency 4. That's more like it. Let me get a few more levels from all these zombies that are causing all this ruckus over here. Alright, so that'll be enough levels for us. Let's get this shovel back in there and hope we get Silk Touch with it too. Just Efficiency 4, that's okay. We will take it. Let's get Mending on that. Let's get Mending on our helmet. And let's get Mending on the diamond hoe as well. And we are all set now, so let's head up and talk about the next portion of today's video. Alright, welcome back to the surface. So for the next part of today's episode, we are going to head onto the roof of our barn, where we will be building a hayloft. So I know I've talked about this in previous episodes, where I want to have just a smaller structure up here, similar to the clock tower on our storage building. Just something up here to have some extra storage for the barn and make this roof not so flat and dull, because right now with the solid oak it just looks pretty bland and is almost a little bit of an eyesore. So we want to get that taken care of. I did already plan out a design for this in creative mode, so it will just be a matter of getting all those materials and building it up. So with that being said, let's go get some materials. Well, I'm just about finished up collecting all of our resources, and it looks like a second wandering trader has decided to show up. So we, once again, will see what he has to offer. This is much more interesting. I don't think it's anything that we need, of course, but interesting trades for sure. So like I said, I'm just about finished up gathering all of our resources. These are most of what I'm gonna need for that hayloft. I'm still missing a few things. I have a fireplace in there, hence the campfires, and I built that out of brick. So we need to go out and find some clay so that we can do that. There's also some flower pots inside for decoration as well. I also need a few more hay bales. I kept harvesting the wheat, but muscle memory, I'd accidentally turned it into bread, so very little wheat, and now we have lots of bread, so kind of unfortunate, obviously totally my fault, but we will just continue to work towards that. For now, it is just the bricks, and I think that's it. We do actually need to take some shears, wherever those are. How am I not seeing them? I'm certain we have some in here, but maybe not. Actually, I know where they are. They are over in the barn already for the sheep. We need to head down to the mine shaft because I want some. I don't think I have any I want to get some cobwebs for the shed, or not shed, the loft as well, just to add a little bit more detail to that. Looks like we have a couple right here. I need 4 for the build, but I'm going to get a little bit extra. I guess there is still stuff in here. We will go ahead and grab that. I'm going to get a few extras while I'm down here in case we want to use it in a future build as well. Plus, with Halloween coming up, it will definitely be nice to have those for some aesthetic touches around our house. And look at that, we just out. That is phenomenal. So there was a cobweb right here, and we somehow totally missed these diamonds that were up here, or diamond. I guess we are about to find out. Fingers crossed, although, you know, maybe I should just mark the coordinates of these, and we can come back to them once we have Fortune 3. But it looks like maybe 4 of them from what I can tell right here. So we will definitely come back for these once we have Fortune 3 on a pickaxe. For now, it's just nice knowing that these are here waiting for us. It'll be our motivation to get that Fortune 3 enchantment. Alrighty, we got ourselves a half stack of cobwebs, so we will just store these away in the building blocks for now, but hang on to 4 of them for the build. So all we have left besides the hay bales is going to be finding a river and or ocean or lake, whichever we come across first, to get some clay and turn that into bricks for the fireplace, for the flower pots, and all of that good stuff. And I know we do have that ocean that we go to quite a bit over in that direction, but I'm actually going to head back to the village because there is a large body of water over in that direction as well, and it is a little more shallow, a little more accessible, probably better suited for finding some clay. Yes, I'm seeing some patches of clay out there already, so we will see what we can dig up. We'll just leave the optimistic namer right over there while we grab some clay, and isn't that fantastic? The instant mine with our efficiency 4 on that shovel. I will not complain about that for sure. The only thing we don't have is, well, we do have Aqua Affinity, we don't have Respiration, we don't have Depth Strider, so that still makes getting these blocks a little bit tedious, but we can certainly manage. Well, we got ourselves plenty of clay, and as the sun is starting to set behind us, we will make our way home. I will get all of that clay turned into bricks, and we will be ready to start on that build. Well, that clay is going to take a little while, so we are going to get started on this right away, starting with clearing out a flat area. Also, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I will be doing a tutorial on this barn at some point next week, most likely Wednesday. So this build right now is just going to be kind of sped up a little faster, lots of cuts, and not really a tutorial so much as just kind of showcasing the overall design of it. So I'm going to clear out a flat spot up here and we will get right into it. So it's actually going to follow a very similar pattern to the lower level of this barn. So we have the pillars, the wood pillars, basically lined up with the lower pillars. I know you can't see them from up here, but it does match. It actually also lines up with the pillars underneath us, so if we were to dig through that, you can see that dark oak right down there, and of course barrels for the lower parts of all these pillars, and then a cobblestone base going all the way around, and sticking with the dark oak for the pillars extending up. And once again, cobblestone for the frame of the roof. Well, somehow I miscounted how many slabs I need, so stand by. And I brought some scaffolding over as well. That'll make it easier to get back onto the roof. And just as before, I am just going to use normal oak slabs for the main part of the roof. As for the floor on the inside, I'm actually going to increase the height by 1, but stick with oak planks for that. And then I'm going to have a large pillar that runs right down the middle. Same thing again, using dark oak. And this is actually where the ladder will be, so we can go ahead and wreck those blocks below, and then just jump down here, extend that all the way to the floor, and then we will just have the ladder going up on both sides. Excellent. For the walls, I'm actually going with stripped spruce logs, so these will start off just as normal spruce logs, but then I will go back and strip those down with my axe once I have them all placed, and then 3 by 3 for the windows, and it's pretty symmetrical, so I'm just doing the same thing on all 4 sides. Now I can get all of those stripped. For the windows, I'm actually doing a frame with cobblestone walls, and then I will do the glass panes in between those. The panes do connect to the walls, so it actually creates a really nice sort of gradient of depth, if you will. And there's what that looks like. Perfect. Now we are going to do the ceiling in here, so that will just be, I think, normal. Yeah, it'll be normal planks right across the top here, and slabs filling in here on the sides. Looks like we have an Enderman up here on the roof. He just teleported away. Anyway, back outside, we will be doing oak buttons on the corner logs here. We will extend the cobblestone slabs down on all of the corners and light up underneath that with some chains and lanterns. And then we're going to put some planters underneath all of the windows on the longer side. On the shorter side, I'm just leaving it how it is, but on the long side, planters and spruce trapdoors around those. And then I am altering between blue and white flowers inside of those planters. So the exterior is just about finished other than the chimney, and I also want to add some vines here on this side. And perfect timing, it is raining. Let's work on the inside a little bit more. So I'm just going to have a beam that runs across the top using the dark oak slabs, and have some lanterns hanging from those as well, just to light up the inside just a little bit more. This is actually where the fireplace is going to be, so I'm actually going to tear out that window once we have enough bricks, but I think it is just about time to start adding some detail inside of this build. We can actually go ahead and start with the cobwebs. We'll throw one up in that corner, and then maybe a larger one up here in this corner. Just like that. It is a barn after all. It is part of the outdoors, even though that is a very nice hayloft, more so a living space at this point, but we still want it to be a little rustic. I'm also going to move our automatic composter into the shed, oops, that efficiency got away from me. Into the hayloft up there as well, so I will grab all of those resources. And we also have quite a few bricks at this point, so I think we will go ahead and get started on the fireplace as well. But let me get the composter up real quick. I think we will go ahead and put that on... Oh, we'll throw it on this side. That will work, so we will have a chest right here. Hopper going into it, composter on top, hopper on top of that, and one more chest right up there. So there's our automatic composter. I think this is a perfect home for that. As for the hay bales, we will kind of throw a large stack right over here. We can fake it with that little opening right there. We don't have to put anything in there, and we will just throw a few more right over in that spot, a couple more right here, and maybe one right there. Alright, so all the hay is in place. That looks great. The cobwebs, everything is looking very detailed now. So now it's just time for the fireplace. I'm not too concerned about wrecking that glass with silk touch, so I will just break it with my hand. We will grab some of the cobblestone walls out of the way, and the stripped spruce as well. This is actually going to extend out here onto the roof ever so slightly. It is a 3x3 chimney here, so it will kind of follow this pattern going all the way up. Of course, now I can't get up. There we go. And it's just going to go all the way to the top like this. Of course, once again, we can fake it. We don't have to use up all of those bricks in here, only the part that is visible. So once we get up here to the top of the roof, then we can extend it back out a little more. I think I had it going up 3 in total up here, and then I did some stairs around the top and put in a campfire. So we have some extra oak planks that we can fill in right there. And if it stairs up here, that means, will the rain extinguish my campfire? Oh, careful. It doesn't. Perfect. Okay, that is very convenient. So now we are just waiting for a few more bricks to finish in the furnaces. And we will get up here, finish that chimney, and the build will pretty much be complete. As for the inside, we will have the campfire right here in the middle, and then we are actually going to do some upside down stairs for a mantle right up there. We will take our brick walls, place those just like that, and take out these oak planks. I think we will replace them with cobblestone. I only have slabs, but that's okay. We will fill those in right there. Our iron bar across the top, and then the rest of this up here will be brick. There we go, and I'll put one more right in there just to kind of block that off, and then of course from the outside we'll finish that up in a moment. A flower pot right up here, and I didn't grab a flower to put in there. I will definitely get one. And in my creative world, I actually put some candles up here, but we're still pretty early in our whole bee development, so I don't have candles yet, but we will put some candles up there. I also put a small chair right here in front of the fireplace, jungle trapdoors for the sides, just to give us a nice cozy seating area. And then I also did, oh, that's what it was. I had a row of bookshelves up here, actually, instead of bricks. So we will grab those bricks. And again, that just kind of adds to the cozy feel of this. I need a couple more barrels because I had some barrels right here, some chests, and a crafting table. I think I can go ahead and actually make all of those things right now. So, crafting table, a couple chests. I think, yeah, it was chests, and then some barrels as well. We will use jungle for that. I always mess up that recipe. I'm gonna get it eventually. Is it this way? Nope, it's 2 slabs. And the rest, yes, there we go. And then barrels just like that. Alright, let's go finish the chimney. Forgot the mobs can get up here onto this roof. I need to level out this hill behind the barn. That'll be our next big project. And there we go. Chimney is complete. The outside is complete. Of course, like I said, I do want to put some vines over here on this side of the roof. But if we come around on this side, we will see that that chimney kind of fills in that space nicely. I will go back off camera and add some more detail to the roof. So I'm just going to add a few notches, wear and tear, just stairs and slabs and things like that. So it'll kind of look like that throughout and just give the roof a little more texture so it's not so flat. but otherwise, that wraps up this building, this hayloft. And again, I am very happy with how it all came together. Once again, tutorial on this most likely next Wednesday. I did just check the episode time though, and it does look like we are getting near the 30-minute mark, so I am actually going to go ahead and end the episode here. I was hoping that we would have time to get started on our automatic bee farm today, but that can wait until the next episode. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, be sure you hit that thumbs up button. Also, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, how to contact me, links to my website, all of that good stuff is down below. And once again, I will have this tutorial up sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye!